And welcome back to the Thomas Tournament's 50 under 50 step ladder. Sorry, we were dealing with some camera issue as we were beginning the step ladder. So this is a Baker step ladder. I think we're going to try to do something for this as we get it off. We will go over here. So we have Eric Leuthart, Chris Hester, and Tom Roth, Jody Wafford as the two bowlers. Eric Leuthart and Hester getting in. Start. We'll be able to go over how the players got here in just a second. That we see right now is supposed to be some bowling scores. I don't know why they're not very tall. There we go. That's what's going on. Okay. So once we get these scores updated, we'll be able to figure this out, what's going on. So these are our two guys here. Got 7 split. We got a strike. Eight spare 1. Split 1. Along with there we go, 54. 5 was 8. He had 7 spare. They had a nice little double. And they had a 9 spare. Sorry guys for the weird commentating, and it's kind of hard to commentate while also doing everything yourself. It's a little difficult sometimes. That is not. That's still not right. 29.89. Oh, that's just the score as of now. Okay. So we're going to go over how these players got here real quick. This Hester going a little through face, leaving the 6 pin. So Chris Hester and Eric Leuthart was able to take the cut for the to get in the 5th place. To grab in there. And then Tom Roth, Jody Wafford, 297 or 27.97 to get in the cut to make the top 4. Next we have Kevin McCowan and Josh Vaughn. And we have David Smalley, Tom Lambert, Tony Lambert a second, and Roy Kellow, Brandon Flora as the top seed. Brandon Flora really on a tear here lately, winning 2 of the last 3 tournaments he's been a part of. Happy for him. He's a good person too. I've lost my graphics. Where did my graphics go? See you later, Jacob. Have a good one. Jacob Rowan come by saying hi. Good guy. I don't know where my... Yeah, I can't update these graphics right now. I'm sorry. Don't really know what's going on. I can't find my... Weird. All right. That was weird. We're back now with the graphics. We're working on them right now. Big strike there from... was it? I'm sorry. From T. Roth, J. Wafford. All right, Chris Hester was able to get that strike for the 8th frame. That's good for them. Still some good scores. It is best 2 out of 3 Bakers. Started up. Shot here, a little high, bang, nice. Able to keep it going through the pins well. That's very good. We like seeing that. Neither of these players have handicap, I believe. There's only one team that had handicap, and they're the team that got knocked out. They had a little bit of handicap. Got here from Eric, was able to carry through well. Good job, Eric. Yes. Yeah, Eric had no, Jody Roth. Yeah. One team in the top has a handicap. Kevin McCowan, Josh Vaughn. Not sure their exact handicap, but they did have about 120 pins over the 6 games. So maybe about 20 pins a handicap they have. They've been doing some really good. They jumped in spots out of nowhere, which was very surprising. That they kind of just came out of nowhere, and they were consistent enough to stay. But as we go into this 10th frame, got a 3-bagger set up for T. Roth and Wafford. Roth and Wafford, and then we have a 9 spare, and the 9 frame set up for Leuthart and Hester. Bang, good shot there from Chris Hester. Keep it going. Had a rough start, but we were able to string things back. Right now they're down about 15. Really need, really not likely to win this game, but need Roth and Wafford to mess up somewhere. This first shot of the 10th, really what they need. Another good shot. Not over till it's over. They still have a chance. They're up 5 right now. One more shot, put it at 213. They would really need. Oh, this scores are. Oh, the names are mixed up. Oh, that's not good. I'm going to switch names here because they are not right. It should be the other way around. Sorry, guys. I realized that was wrong at all, so they should be fixed now. So Chris was able to strike out for 213, really putting the pressure on Roth and Wafford. Does he get it? And he does. That will be the first game given to Roth and to Wafford. Number 2 will be coming up soon.
Down there in the doubles tournament. Yeah, they did. So I haven't been there in like 4 years, 3 years, right? And they looked so much more than they did the last time I was there. They were okay once I got used to. Yeah. I got down there and I kept like trying to fit my ball to the lane, and I'm like, I think I can just throw it that way. It's gonna hook from everywhere now. Well, that's where we bowl lead. We got a new lane machine.
All right, game 1 ends 213. Leuthart Hester, 238. Roth and Wafford. Game 2 coming away. It will be, they will swap lanes, and it will be, it will be best of, will be best of 3. Reset these scores here.
said in further than I wanted to.
We'll be right back with the scoreboard. Adjust the settings. And we will be able to adjust the handicap for the fellow bowlers next match who will have handicap, just so we can get a little bit more accurate reading of their scores. I believe, just doing the math in my head, that they had about 20 pins handicap. I think it was 90% of 210 for this tournament.
Thank you.
All right, so we're back here with the scores right now. So we have both teams starting off with a double. 9 spare. Eric Leuthart starting it off again for his Hester. Both really had a really good line, but I don't think it. I think Hester was able to do, carry a little bit more since he was a lefty. He didn't have to do much. So I kind of agree. I agree with their positioning here. Going to start off with a turkey. It is Thanksgiving. Do you know you have to start it off with a turkey? That's how we'd like to see it. Anyone watching, if you would like to comment who you think is going to win the second match, leave a comments and we can run a poll later. See who you guys vote on winning the stepladder. No betting, unfortunately. I don't have any sponsors with DraftKings or or anybody here, but we can still do our own little betting. I don't know how illegal that is. Dang, 4 baggers set for Eric and Hester. That was Hester. He just rolled that. Good way to keep it going. Roth and Wafford need something here. Could not get that. That's not. And they were able to keep the strike going. They got a double right after that. Good for them, keeping it tight. Keeping it tight within the squad. Eric looking to go again, little outside. Is able to come back from that friction on the outside. Missed outside, was able to get back. Let's get into the replay of that. Oh, wait, nope, we don't have that. Technology, man. Little inside, can it hold? It does. What a nice shot there. For Roth and Wafford. Hester up. Keep it going. A good pace so far, really pushing Roth and Wafford. Nice shot here. Does it come back in time? It does. Chris Hester keeping it going for his team. A little outside. Does it come? A little four roll. It does. Keeping it going. Four bagger going into the 8th frame, and Chris Hester and Eric Leuthart have 6 bagger. Halfway there, Hart and Chris are trying to live on a prayer to stay alive in the stepladder here. Eric with a nice shot. It's a little inside, and he does not get to carry the 10. Looked like it got a little bit of a forward roll on it. Not really get around to sending that messenger over to the to that pin. 10 pin. Still okay. Still 239 on the board, and still pushing our Roth and Wafford. Striking out after a couple of mistakes on their side. Both bowlers, both team 279 on the board. It's a little slow. Is it going to go through the face? It does not, but it doesn't get enough to carry the 10 pin. So that opens it up for Hester. That'll open up for Hester and Art to see if Hester can capitalize on this. Little outside. Can it come back? No, it does not. And he leaves E8 for the 3-9. Not a good spare. Keeps it open for both teams. Would have been better if it was. Spare picked up. We get the 2. He does get the 2. Good spare from Chris Hester here. Trying to keep it as close as he can. They're down about 20 pins-ish. It's a little inside. It does hold. He gets just enough up the back of it. That was lucky for him. Very straight, very hard. Big strike by Leuthart. It helps that I just inputted the strike just a hair early. That's what you need to do. That's a really big frame considering they didn't strike on their 9th frame. That's going to be some extra pins if Chris Hester can take this out. A little through the face leaves 4 pin. That is not good. A really good opening here for the Hester Leuthart squad. This is a really big strike here. Really good position. Get over that 240 hump. Strikes. Strike out. Strikes 9 pins. Get it around. He does. He gets it. Way to start it off for Chris Hester. All right, he needs strike and some frames to fill this out. If he gets a spare, it does not do it. Spare, he would lose by 1 pin. Actually, no. He just needs to fill a frame. He will get it. If he gets some pins, this. Big strike for Chris Hester. Sorry, math is kind of... Especially when I got a lot going on. Apologize. Hester starting it off. And does he get the strike? It looks like he will. We are going to a game 3. Good game by both of them. We'll end with the 260 to the 248. What a good game by both teams. Really, Hester and them were able to capitalize on it. Chris does go through a little to the face that time, but he just needed some fill. He didn't have to go at anything. Well, we'll be right back here with game 3.
Yep, I'm not missing. Let's see.
All right, we are back. Both teams starting it up with a big strike for game 3 of the first Stepladder. Now, the winner of this team will go on to face Kevin McCowan and Josh Vaughn, who both have handicap. There's been a lot of these teams don't have handicap. Chris was able to keep it going, so now we have a double. See if Roth Wafford keeps going. A little outside than usual. He was able to find that hole. It looks like he has a lot of miss in, miss out. Good for him. That means got the world if he can miss that far in and that far out. So they do it. Not a good shot. Greek Church by Roth. Hester, love to capitalize on this turkey. Gobble gobble season. Y'all know how it is. Look, a good shot. Can it get back? It does. He gets it. 4-bagger from the lefty. I just needs to count here. Yep, gets the 3 on that split. All you can do right there, that's all you really want to do, is if you feel like that, is to get those 3 pins. Leuthart going on and get the 5-bagger. Try to keep it rolling again. A commanding lead, 40 pins. Are Leuthart and Hester. Start with the shot. Good shot. Oh, leaves the 10 pin. Still a very good shot. Not the worst. He could have left the green. If Wafford going, start back up again. Like I said, he has a lot of missed room. That went a little high and still goes through the pins. Good. Like to see that. Starting to get back up for his. Erica's a very good spare shooter. Up this 10 pin. There, picked up by Leuthart, keeping his team in the frame in the game, not really trying to let an opening for Roth and Wafford to keep going. If Roth can start up a double here, get that train going, because that's really what they need. Nice. Nice shot by Roth there. In other news, for those who are interested, Pittsburgh is up 16-7, fourth quarter. 3 minutes left. Commanding turn of events, as we were talking about earlier, as they were down 3-7 for the game. Paying attention, popped up there for those who can see it. Hester with the shot. The comeback, and does he roll it? He does not. Leaves a 7-pin. Almost rolled it there. Still are fine, but Roth and Wafford are really trying to come back here. Let's see if Wafford this needs to come back. Almost sends the messenger to the 9-pin. It just stands there, really looking at him, embarrassing him. 10 lead for Hester. And he makes it. Almost missed it. Looked like it was going to roll out. Or roll off to the side there. Both spares made for both teams. Trying to keep it close, within 20 pins. Are Crawford and Roth? No, you think my mom's a speech pathologist? I'd be able to pronounce my words well. Really taught me to speak. Chrissy Bud, if you're watching, I still don't want to speak. Start looking to start a train back up again for him, and he carries it. That 7-pin looked like it wanted to stand up, but thank God it didn't for them. Now, Roth and Wafford really aren't out of it, but they really need some strikes and hope that Hester and Leuthart can mess up. More forward roll on that. It looked like he does carry the strike. Good for them. Both teams on a spare strike. Their 8th frame. Oh, sorry guys. Up here. Or wait. Sorry guys. Another 7-pin left for Hester. Not good. Oh, really outside for Wafford. He does not carry it. That was about the misstream that he couldn't have. Oh, Chris misses the 7-pin. That's huge. That is not right now. All right, Chris, you can get off. Like Eric has got you. He had a 9 spare, so it's not the end of the world for Eric. A little inside. Doesn't get it. He does. Big shot from Eric to pick up for his teammate. Of course, they're still not correct on the thing. 8 was it? Not been decided yet. Got here. Does get all. Getting tense here. Getting very tense for both teams. Oh, They'll mess up the score somehow. 8 strike, strike. 5-3, strike, strike. 9 spare, strike. There we go. That's better. Big strike from Chris. Needs to come back. Oh my gosh, he leaves 9 again. In the 10th frame, that's big hit from Wafford to start off. There he goes. On the double, heading into the 11th shot. Must make spare for Hester. Him and his close. Picks it up. Very close game. Got going on here. Max. Hester hit by 2 for Wafford. Roth. Strike needed here. Keep it going. Oh, he bones a 5-pin. I think that will do it if Hester needs to strike here in order to close it out. Not a strike. He needs 4 pins. Hester needs 4 pins in order to advance to the next game. Goes 6-2. Can Hester get the 4 pins he needs? Very likely. All you gotta do is keep it on the lane, and he gets 7. Leuthart and Hester in a crazy back and forth match. All 3 games able to advance. 13-09 as we go to the next step ladder. It'll be Eric Leuthart versus Kevin McCowan and Josh Vaughn. We'll be back right after this. All right, everybody, welcome back. We are starting the second half, or the second part of starting the second part of it all. Eric Leuthart, Chris Hester versus Kevin McCowan, Josh Vaughn. Kevin McCowan and Josh Vaughn have 10 pins of handicap per game shown on the scoreboard. Leuthart and McCowan, or Leuthart and Hester will start on 35. Kevin and Josh will start on 36. Best 2 out of 3 still Bakers. Art going in just a hair high. Still gets to carry it. Nice way to start it off.
I got the handicap chair I had to bring down.
Strike for both. Lanes have been showing that these lanes specifically just striking. Strike there. Started off for 4th seed team. Or 3rd seed team. Kind of coming in out of nowhere. They shot a high series of 515 the last game. Or the last game in qualifying. And they're low. They started off bad for standards of this tournament. 393. Not even a... But we're able to pick it up with their 444s. They shot a couple of 400s and then 2 500s to really help them out. Turkey start out for the 3 seed. Eric Leuthart playing a little bit more inside. Almost leaves the 7-10. Was able to quickly knock over that 7 pin. Anyone who's watching, if you guys would like to comment, hey, when the step ladder is, we will have a poll here in a second. Feel free to vote. In the comments here. Eight spare to end that turkey for McCowan and Vaughn. Big strike here to start it up again. 9 spare for, or at least it looks like it's going to be 9 spare for Chris. Now, Chris did miss a crucial 7 pin earlier, but luckily him and his teammates were able to pick it up. Okay. Nice shot. Over on 36. Know how to make sure. Good shot here from Eric over on 35. Like I said before, Eric is a friend of mine, so root for him too. I got two or three friends rolling in this top 10, or this top 4, so it's tough. Another strike. 36 from the Vaughn and Allen squad. Got here from Hester to keep it going. He leaves a 7-pin. Came in just a little light. Didn't really get enough around it. About 40 pins behind. So still enough to still can come back and still can. They were down the first game, so they can still make their way up. They only have 10 pins behind, so it's not that much, but it's also it's funny. It's not that much, but also matters. Picking up that 7 spare. 7 pin spare, that's what I meant. Looks like a lot of you guys are Hester and Leuthart fans. So, no love for the only handicapped team in the top 4. That's just going to motivate them, though. That they're the underdogs here. And Eric was able to capitalize here. Eric was moved to the anchor slot after a not really subpar, but a lower performance. Chris has been doing the rest of the turn. Little high. Oh, that is the mistake that Hester, and then if they can capitalize on that. 14. Or gets 6 off of the first shot. Hester really taking the reset here. Getting into him. Maybe some verbal battles going on with some around him. I can't tell. Can't really hear that much. Pick up all 4 with the sleeper. He does not. He chops it. That is not frame. 240. Hester, or 250 with the handicap here. Oh, 250 they need. I don't think they can get 250 if they strike here. Big strike by Hester. They can max out for 80. Yep, the game is already over. They can max out for 218. No, that's not right.
Oh, yeah. Is that over Jeremy?
I don't know where he's at.
Big strike. Sorry, I'm just reading the math on. About 8. 8. So yeah, they've already lost by 2. With that handicap. And Eric pulls it, and then that's okay though. Already over from here. Oh, Eric did not move. I thought he moved. Anchor spot. I'm sorry to you guys. I lied. Missed it. So hopefully they'll have one more game to kind of recollect themselves here and try to get back in. Not over. It's not total pinfall. It is best 2 out of 3 matches. So no one has to worry here. So Leuthart and Allen down by 1. Go ahead and take out the scoreboard so I can clear it here. As we prepare. Ball return needed on 35.
Ball return. That side.
So they're already killing the game. They already know that they lost, so they're going to game 2. I believe the Steelers, for anyone that cares, I believe the Steelers won. Bad day for Today Nation. Really unfortunate for them. I, for one, am undefeated while working for them. So that's just a call out for the Bengals. They need to hire me back on the stadium. We'll win. They'll win the Super Bowl. The Who Dey, but also go Steelers. Tough being in a mixed household. Here we go. The score's back again. We're waiting for a bar return to start game 2. I'm going to close the poll. Poll was about 10 people. Everybody voted for all of them. So yeah, I got to plug it in. You going to pull up a chair? Okay. We will have Jeremy Thomas join us in 1 second. Hello. 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 Testing 1 2 3. Hello. Testing. Just testing this microphone. There you go. Okay.
I don't know how to see the Can I hear you in here?
No.
Okay.
So you have to talk just a hair loud.
I'll keep one. I'm just gonna keep one off.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, just keep talk real quick. I gotta make sure the audios are
Good.
good. Cool. Okay. So welcome Jeremy to the live stream finally.
How you doing?
After ignoring me
Sorry.
for a million games, but he's just doing his job, so I don't blame him.
Unfortunately, we were very busy today.
Yeah.
Keep the tournament moving pretty smooth. I think we're in. What are we in? Game 2 now?
This is Stepladder 2, game 2.
Let's see if I can pull some comments up. See if anybody's chatting with us.
Here,
Let us know. We got
I
the
can
legend
pull it
Chris
up.
Hester and
I can
Eric Leuthart
pull him up
versus
here.
Josh Vaughn and Kevin McCowan, I believe. It's McCowan, correct?
McCowan,
yeah,
yes.
McCowan.
I don't know who is who.
Josh is up on lane 35. That's Josh Vaughn.
Okay. Good. Because I only know Hester and, I only know my people that I know.
Nice shot by Josh. It looks like he's throwing looks like a ruby. Can't really see from here.
Harry Duncan says, is this the final? No, this is not the final. This is the,
Let's
here's
see.
one you
Carrie,
can see.
no. If
This
you
is
can, do me
game
a favor
2.
real quick. If you were watching, we're trying to help Zach out. He's trying to build his stream as well as building the tournaments. So if you can, hit that share button. Even if it's on your personal Facebook. Maybe somebody will see it. Maybe somebody will share it. We need all the views we can get to make this successful. So we are in. This is not the finals. This is the 3-4 matchup. This is Josh Vaughn and Kevin McCowan versus Eric Leuthart and Chris Hester. Right now, match 1 went to Vaughn and
They
McCowan.
won 250 to 2 something. They didn't finish the 10th frame.
Okay.
They would have maxed out for 248, so it didn't matter with the 10-pin handicap.
Chris and Eric fought their way in off of the whatever you want to call the position round, I guess we'll call it.
Yeah, as I say, you're the one who made it up. I didn't even know what to call it.
We just kind of made it up. The idea was the idea behind that was it's very hard to make a cut anyway. It's hard to win. It's hard to do anything in bowling. So just give a few more people a chance to maybe get in there. And Josh looks like a ruby red. I could be wrong, but that's what it looks like. Great shot.
Yeah, I was telling everybody earlier is I've been out of the game since March, and they've released so many new balls that um, it's hard to tell, especially with the non-storm stuff, who's throwing what, because everyone in the industry balls that
Yeah.
I could tell you every ball, you know, uh, 6 months ago or 10 months ago
Absolutely.
almost, but now I
Yeah.
can't. I've been away with it for so
Seems
long.
like about at least 2 a month. It seems. If anybody would like to talk to us and ask any questions, I believe you need to go to ZBMedia.
Yes.
This is his Facebook page. If you go to ZBMedia, you can check in with us and you can comment, ask us questions,
Big strike by
whatever you want
Leuthart
to
there.
do.
Much needed. They are they're down about 3 pins, or they're up about 3 pins. With that spare being made, it does. Yeah, they're down about 9 pins now. So with that handicap,
Yeah.
so they are having to fight a wall here.
Yeah. I should probably pull up some standing sheets. I could probably go print one off after this match, give you all kind of an idea of how
Sure.
qualifying went.
You can pull it up on there if you want. It's on.
Okay.
You can find right there, or you just have to refresh it. I'll let you talk about Chris going a little too wide. Comes
Chris
in
missed
light.
a little bit outside on that one.
Looked like it was a little too fast too. A little too wide, a little too fast.
I know we did have two 300s today, I believe.
We've had 3.
3. I know it was Tony Lambert.
Tony Lambert, Brett Shepard.
Brett, first game, you're right. Roy Kellow had a 299.
Yeah. They almost had, nice messenger by Josh. We almost had matching 300s by our top seed.
Nice.
They had a 268 and a 299, and it was very close. They both had the front 8. And then I believe Brandon Flora almost made that. Brandon Flora left a 10 pin, I think it was. To barely miss it. Not a good open by Chris Hester here. I'm very surprised that he's anchor. Because even in the last match, he missed a spare in the last game that was really crucial. Made it a lot closer than it needed to be.
Yeah, it looks like McCowan and Josh Vaughn just need to clean up a little bit here.
We did run a poll.
Okay.
10 people ran a poll, and they were all voting for Leuthart and Hester.
Yeah, they are. Anybody knows Chris Hester, he's a very likable guy, very pleasant to be around. Eric's one of the legends. I think he's got 4 or 5 Kentucky Opens, I believe.
Yeah, and he has some senior opens as well.
Some senior opens.
He's a very nice guy, too.
Absolutely.
He has a very funny son, RJ. When I worked with when I worked with Eric, when I worked at Wolf's Pro Shop, RJ would come in and
all right, so
play around.
Here's we got a little something brewing right here. It looks like to me a spare put them into 230s with their 10 pins, they win. If he misses, Chris can strike out and win to force a match 3. So he needs to make the spare, shut him out.
He opened his.
And
that's going to be. We got it.
That's going to be a winner. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to step out. I have to go get the 2 seed that's been waiting for a while, unfortunately, and I'm going to go get them, and I will bring them. As I'm doing that, if you can, please keep sharing if you're watching. I can't see some of your comments, so if you want to comment, head to ZB Media and comment there so we can Courtney's going to take over for a second. Yeah, you're in. Cuss words.
All right, Courtney, tell me. Yeah. Be on your best behavior, all right? You won't be able to hear me. You have to take one ear off. That's probably the best way to do it. So, Courtney, you want to tell me how you bowled today? Because you pulled up the individual standings and you were killing it. You were top 5, I believe.
Oh, yeah. Let me bring up my phone real quick. All the standings.
Here you go. I'll pull them up for you on the iPad. You can look, bask in your glory. You were. I thought you were top 5. You were at one point.
Oh, yeah. I was. I had a.
There you go. Top 8.
Top 8. Yeah.
Close enough.
Game 1, I had 237, 255, 220, 264, 254, 204. Oh, 204, yeah. By 6 games. Yeah, he bowled okay. John just ran into some bad lanes, and he couldn't get the ball to carry. So We did okay. Pulled
You
okay.
guys didn't cashers, did
Yeah,
you
we
did, or
no.
it was
We
close,
no,
right?
we cash. We were like 13th or whatever.
I got you. You didn't make the. What was the cashers cut? I didn't know what the cashers cut was. I hope you made your
see.
money back at least.
Oh yeah, I think we got 200 a piece.
There you go. 200 apiece.
Yeah,
Wow.
come in 13th.
What was it, a $40 entry?
Was it
some of that?
$4?
I don't know.
I don't know for sure.
I'm not bowling. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not
I
for
come
sure.
here and I work. that's a Jeremy question. You're the one who bowled it. I hope you would know.
You know, I don't know. Hey, what was the entry fee? So it's
okay,
100.
You made $100.
Yeah, I mean $100. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not.
Still a profit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, still, it's Cyber Mondays
Yeah.
tomorrow. You'll be able to spend money on Cyber Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which ones?
Yeah, there's a million balls, but aren't you a staffer?
Yeah, I'm a
with,
staffer. I'm a
Columbia.
Yeah, Columbia
Yeah,
300
so
staffer.
what? You can get 2 balls with that $100, huh?
Yeah.
Around 2 balls.
Yeah, around there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not including with shipping and stuff like that too.
Oh yeah, but I mean, yeah, you can get to drill them at Wolf's Pro Shop, and
Yeah.
we were just talking about Eric and his son RJ, how funny RJ is sometimes.
Oh yeah, RJ's funny. He's
So,
funny. He's a
yeah.
funny dude.
He's grown up a lot too. Last year, the pictures of him that Eric posted about him, he's so big already. He
Yeah.
was like so small,
Yeah.
and that was a year ago,
Yeah.
and so he's good now. So.
Yeah.
We're about to get started here. They're just warming up. It is Dave Smalley and Tony Lambert. We were just talking about earlier how Kevin McCowan and Josh Vaughn kind of came out of nowhere because throughout the majority of the tournament they weren't even in the cut. And
Right.
They bowled at 5:15 their last block and shot up there and made it.
Got in. Yeah.
Past a couple of crazy guys, crazy good guys too. So
Yeah.
I was talking about that on the live stream, how crazy that was. So, a lot of crazy bowling too. A lot of high score.
Yeah. Yeah. This is a fun tournament. The 40-40 that they do, like October or whatnot. That's a pretty cool tournament. I like this tournament too. It reminds me of the 40-40, but it's not all Bakers. It's 6 single games. So. What'd you say, Eric? We were talking about your son, RJ.
We were talking good things.
Well,
It
yeah,
was
good things. Good things. Nothing but good things.
He's grown up.
Nothing but good things.
All right. Yeah, that's fine if they want to. We can hop on. I think we'd be able to hop everybody in on here. So you and me, or him and me, or maybe. So yeah, if they want to. So yeah, hopefully. All right, so we'll be starting off game 3 here of the Stepladder. Courtney, did you have a good Thanksgiving? Did it all start out well?
Oh, do you want to get on the live stream? Oh, here. Yeah, he can get on here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're about to pit Hester, and we'll pit Hester in the booth.
You want to stay here, or you want Jeremy to hop in for you and get
I
off
think Hester's
here?
going to get in the booth.
Okay. We can get both. I think so. I think we can get both.
I gotta get
I want to see
dinner.
a Courtney.
I got dinner
I want to see a
reservations
Courtney
here in about
interview
30
here.
minutes.
I might be able to do both. Jeremy, if you want, do you want to sit down too? And yeah, sit down, and we'll get here. Give him the headset. I'm gonna give you a microphone real quick. I just gotta see if this is gonna work out. Yeah, for sure.
Are we on right now?
Yes.
All right,
You're
welcome
on,
back. We're about
but
to
they're not on
talk
right now.
to, while you're all watching the bowling now, I'm going to see if I can pull the comments back up if you have any
Alright.
questions.
Give me,
We're going to speak with Chris Hester and Eric Leuthart about their day.
Give me 1 second here. I'm gonna mute us real quick so I can test the microphones. Testing 1, 2, 3. Yep.
Hold on, we're
All set?
hold on. I think it froze or
sir.
something. I think it froze for a second.
Was it?
Showing good. Yeah, I think it's the
I
iPad.
can know this is not the final yet.
Can you see comments on there?
I saw it.
Okay, we're learning. We're learning. Okay, so I got Mr. Leuthart and Mr. Hester with us. They can either commentate a little bit of the match, or they can just kind of tell us how their day went. I'm pretty sure they finished fourth today. I'm not sure where you qualified. Eighth. So I added. I don't know what you guys think, and just don't tell me this because obviously it worked out for you. But I was a little worried about only taking 4 to the step ladder. That was the initial goal. Talked to some guys. We decided to come up with this 5 through 10 thing. Not sure if it was great or good or bad. It seemed like it was okay. Obviously, it was okay for you all.
It worked out really well for us, for sure.
It's on that. Something to do away with, something that you liked.
No, I like any time that you can have a team that can make that late charge. And of course, it's easy to say now today since it was us, but so many tournaments you get, a few teams that run away from the field, and the rest of the field can get pretty dejected pretty easy. But knowing that all you need to do is to sneak in the top 10, and you could still potentially make the step ladder, I think is a major plus. And again, it's different, and different is good.
Yes.
Bowling the same things over and over and over again gets very
stale.
repetitious and mundane. I liked everything about it, and I like, your announcement saying this is the way it's going to be. If you like it, awesome. If you don't, there's other stuff to bowl. I like that a lot.
I don't mean to come off. I definitely don't mean to come off rude at all.
No,
but,
it doesn't.
My pet peeve of tournaments, and I'm a bowler myself, is when someone comes up after the tournament and says, "Well, if I knew this, I wouldn't have bowled."
Right.
Or this should have happened, or this should have happened. I make it very clear.
Yeah,
this is
you
the format.
had it clear for 2 days.
Absolutely. I want, I take no offense to anyone backing out.
Right.
No offense to you coming up here, walking, grabbing your money and saying, it's not for me.
No, exactly. And I like the fact that you made that clear from the start. Look, if it's not your cup of tea, it's not. You run enough other things that something else they may like better. But this is, again, it's different. It gave a lot of teams that were outside the number a chance to get back into it. It had a lot of positives.
Yes.
I didn't exactly get to see what the cut number was today. I was a little bit busy, but it looks like it took
24.78.
27.58 to make the top 10. That's how much is that over? 358 over?
358 over.
So for 12 games.
I think I was 300 over.
I was going to say Eric bombed him today.
So that's a little under 230.
Yeah, Eric smashed him today.
Eric smashed him 5-time, got him today?
Yes,
I wish
he
I was
did.
5-time. I'm only 3.
3-time,
bowled-
3-time. That's
He bowled
correct.
fantastic, and luckily my ball found a way to get the flat 7 out the
last
last
2
two games
we
to
went
help
from
us
out to in.
sneak into the top 10, and then we just got hot at the right time.
Yep.
Well, we
Again,
definitely
he was hot the whole time.
we
I guess
definitely
I
got a
gotta figure it
speed
out.
match going here.
Definitely.
Tony and Dave Smalley just made short work of a game
Oh,
and
yeah.
put up 258.
The way Tony's been bowling all day.
He's hard to beat.
Yeah, I mean,
He just
Tony-
Hard
wanted
to
to keep
beat in any
going.
building.
Tony, I went down there earlier and talked to Tony, and I said, "Sorry, you guys had to wait so long. I hope you're okay." He said, "I'm ready to go." He said he didn't mind waiting. He's locked in.
He told me he got an extra practice session in.
Yeah,
down
yeah.
there, so he doesn't have to come practice this week. He struck so much today.
I was trying to look
The
at
first
his.
9 like 4 times.
I was trying to look at
Thank you,
his
my friend. You as
scores.
well. You as well.
Tony bowled 209, 300, 216, 279,
With the first
279,
nine. With the first nine.
254.
First 9.
with the first 8.
Yes.
It was
So-
absolutely unbelievable to watch. lot.
Yeah.
With the Ebonite one remake.
And then as he continues to strike,
Yeah,
And
I
he's
mean,
still striking a ton.
it's incredible.
he is still
Yes.
striking
When
a
he's
ton.
hot, it's just you just sit back and watch and all. It's incredible.
Thank you.
To me,
Yep.
he's the best two-handed bowler I've ever seen come out of the ball so clean.
Absolutely.
I mean, I saw him when he was young, and it was just amazing to watch.
I was gonna say he was the first I ever saw.
Hey.
And of course his partner's a legend as well. So that's
Yeah, Smalls
as he's
just
throwing scouts as we're talking
Smalls
about.
just gets it right like me. I like Smalls is my kind of guy.
Absolutely.
Throw it right up 10 and see what
Man,
happens.
what takes him so long, Small? Why you gotta wait?
Do we have any questions for anyone? Let us know. If not, we're just kind of chatting.
Jeremy
As
told you
can-
you are 100% right, Mr. Executive.
Yeah, as you can see, Tony is just straight out ready to roll and throwing bombs.
When he is on,
You think
it
he's
is-
got to be at work at 4 in the morning?
Yeah,
It's just crazy to watch.
it's very interesting to see what's going to happen in the finals.
I'm talking.
For anyone who hasn't followed along this week, Brandon Flora is on a heater.
He is definitely on a hot streak.
Brandon won the Wednesday night tournament at Kingpin. He won the Black Friday doubles,
Correct.
and
With
he's
Bryce,
the
right?
number 1 seed with Mr. Kellow, who is an
is.
absolute legend.
Won yesterday.
I
They
didn't know
Oh, Bryce and Flora won, I think.
that. Oh,
Friday.
that's
That was Friday. Yes.
Friday. Were they both Saturday?
He has been absolutely smashing.
Or no, it was. Yeah, it was.
Friday.
Yeah, they not to make you guys feel any
Yeah.
bad, but they beat the second
he might
place
have won
team
that,
by 140.
I could see
France
it.
won Thursday,
568
I think.
game 6.
Thursday
Wow.
late midnight
Yeah,
game.
they're both pretty strong.
so-
And again, Brandon is just everything seems to be clicking for him right now.
This is,
Absolutely.
It's looking like
oh yeah, this game's about
Tony.
over.
Yeah, they are locked in.
Yeah, this is going to be a
It's like
very
the other team owes Tony money.
entertaining right,
Yeah.
final match between four just absolutely, 3 Hall of Famers and 1 future Hall of Famer
Yeah.
in this area.
There was a tournament I ran. I want to say it was one of the first trios I ran. Tony, I believe, was in the finals maybe, and he needed to strike out to win. And a guy was like, "Yeah, he's not going to do it." I'm like, "Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
you-
probably beat."
I was going to say, you must not know who it is you're talking about.
Yeah, you don't want to give that man a chance with the ball. I can promise.
Absolutely
Not
not.
even.
You want to try and put him away quick. And again, all he's done all day strike, and here they
Man,
are
it's
now
like the
again with
fountain
the
of
first
youth on
7.
this pitch.
Yeah. One of the negatives of a stepladder is the wait, obviously.
Right.
Yeah.
They've probably been waiting for an hour and a half.
That's a little bit to do with us.
That's
That has
okay.
nothing to do with us.
But at the same time, I've always heard stepladder, oh, we have to wait, we can't win. Looks like to
hard.
me the 2 teams off the bench are both winning.
Absolutely.
Oh, they
now-
killed us.
It's a hotly debated topic on which seed is the best to
Yeah.
have in a step ladder, but
It's always good to be number 1 because
The
that's the
teams
worst
that-
you could be.
right, the 2 teams that were number 1, number 2 coming into this are going to be bowling for the championship. So
That's
Yeah.
the way it should be.
can't ask for much more than that.
I would look at the top 10, and I was just kind of
Keep on
curious to.
rolling.
So
Yawn.
you guys were 8th.
Correct.
So you went from 8th to the stepladder.
Yes, sir. We had 259
Yeah.
the first game, and then I think 237 to survive.
If anybody wants to know, our top 14 cashed out today. Unfortunately, we had 6 people back out this morning.
Yep.
There's nothing I can do about that. I hate it just as much as the bowlers. What I will say, I don't know if you guys looked at the payouts. We made it right.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, it's
I spoke with Jason. I had the payouts based on 75.
Right.
As of last night, we had
I was
75.
going to say there's nothing you can do about
I went to bed at 1 o'clock in the morning, and I had no messages.
6.
Oh, gosh.
Woke up at 7, had 4, 8:30 had 2. We audibled, we made it happen. We still paid out what we were supposed to pay out.
Absolutely.
So
There's
all you can do.
absolutely no complaints at all.
we do the best we can.
So
You're-
it's fair. It's playable on both sides.
yeah,
Yeah, this was.
yeah. I mean, looking at the finals, I mean, we got one
Thanks,
lefty.
sir.
Thank you, my friend.
So it looks like it was pretty fair.
Absolutely.
I mean, I see a couple lefties here and there, not a ton.
Straight
Two-handers,
guys,
straight
curve
guys.
Yep.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So coming in now is going to be Tony Lambert, Dave Smalley are going to advance, and they're
Hall
going
of
to
Famers
face
that-
they're going to face
Future
off
Hall of
against
Famer.
Roy Kellow and Brandon Flora. I have to go get them some practice, so Chris and Eric can hang out, or someone else can hop in, whatever you guys want to do.
Yep. I gotta get ready to go work.
Yeah, we can talk to Josh now.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'd be perfect.
Yep.
Thanks everybody that's watching. We always appreciate it.
Yep. Brunswick, thank you for allowing me to throw it. And thanks Mike Wolf for standing behind me always. And my great doubles partner carried me all the way.
That is a
That's
bold-faced
my
lie.
boy.
For anybody that doesn't know, I'll just keep that lie rolling and tell them it was me.
I give everybody a chance.
Doesn't look.
All right, where's that?
Doesn't look like they're gonna come talk.
Huh?
It doesn't look like the team that lost is coming in. to
Nope.
talk.
Yeah, let's get Chris Hester's brother in here. Let's get the real bowler in the family.
No kidding. Oh wow. Okay, so we're having an audible of the finals.
Do this audible
Right.
real quick. Yeah. I was like, never mind.
Oh, okay. It doesn't surprise me. No, Tony was saying we're not doing 2 out of 3. We're bowling 1 game for it all. So Jeremy was going to come say that, and Tony's like, "We're kidding. Don't worry about it." Oh, for sure.
They turn. Yeah, well, yeah, I'll figure it out.
Oh,
I left
You
one.
out? All right. You as well, sir. Always a
Yes,
pleasure.
You too. You too.
Until next time.
Yes, sir.
Chris, we'll catch you next time. Good morning.
Yes, sir. Thank you as well.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. My boy carried me like always.
That's a lie.
He's smooth as silk as always.
Yes.
You all are free to go if you
Okay.
like.
All right.
Thank you to Chris.
I don't want to take it off and make a bunch of ruckus.
Thank you, Jeremy, for running this, making it happen.
Absolutely.
Thank Brunswick Bowling for believing in me.
All right, Terry.
Thanks
All right,
everybody
we're
that's
back.
watching for all the
So
support.
we are going to Chris. Appreciate it. Eric, appreciate it. Good bowling, fellas.
Thank you. Thank you, Jeremy.
Great
Yes,
tournament
sir.
as always,
Yes,
my
sir.
friend.
Mickey, hop on here with me.
Mickey, hop on there.
Here, hop on.
You just clip it on your shirt. Who else can we get?
Is that good?
Just put it on your thing. I don't know how to turn it off, so we'll just leave it right here. All right. Brandon, y'all didn't want to practice?
I think they're rolling with it.
You are going to just bowl 1 game? Okay. All right, so. Yeah, I got the one right here.
Yeah.
All
it
right,
looks like
so
they-
what we're going to do is these guys. So, okay. So what they're going to do is.
It's 3,400, right?
It's 2014. Yeah.
500 for 30.
Yes.
So it's 3,900.
Problem. Sounds right.
Yeah, we're gonna bowl for 30.
Okay.
Chop 30.
And y'all just want to bowl 1 game? All right.
Yeah, I think that's what they
All right,
decided.
so
They're
here's
bowl
what we're
one
gonna
game.
do. These no, you can't hear each other. We just gotta hear. You're talking to me. Just it's like you won't hear me talking to you. So what we're gonna do is, yeah, they can hear you. So what we're gonna do is, Roy and Brandon and Dave and Tony are all really good friends. They've decided they are gonna bowl 1 game, winner take all. So that's what we're gonna do. Both teams, that was their decision, not ours. So I'm okay with that.
Yep, decided to go with 1 game.
Yeah, so let us know. Who do you All right, buddy.
Let's get some predictions out there. So who do we think is going to win this 1 game?
I'm going to share it one more time.
I'm going to go with a hot hand of Tony Lambert and Dave Smalley. But Flora and Kellow would definitely make it a game.
If you want to, you can put the headset on.
What's up?
If you want to, you can put this headset on.
Oh, that's good.
Okay.
Unless you want me to. Unless you want me to.
Did they reset it?
You can't hear anything. You're not gonna be able to hear anything because I don't got nothing playing.
You want your seat?
Yeah.
No, it's okay. I'm
He's
running
tired.
it right now. I'm just.
Not one time.
Here, I can get on here.
I'm kind of getting a head start.
Okay, so we are
get on
back.
Okay, then you can take that one off then.
Which,
You won't be able to hear. I got one on here.
Okay, just keep one over here.
Oh, what
Thank you,
happened
sir.
here? I'm trying to share it, but I don't know if it's on.
so, I still can't hear this.
No, you can't hear. That's why I got it off.
Oh, you gonna turn it on? Then I can.
No, you can't hear nothing. You're just talking to me.
Oh, I got you. They can still hear me. I'm sorry. They hear. I'll just put.
But you can hear talking into this though. All right, we're back. Sorry. So they have decided that they are going to bowl a one-game match for it all. We got.
Serious about that?
Yeah, they
Absolutely.
are serious.
I thought they were joking.
Thank you. Well, y'all can stick around. They're only going to bowl one match. So they are bowling one game. They decided the original format was 2 out of 3. Let us know who you got in the comments. Who do you got? You got Team Kellow and Flora, who Flora is going for his 3rd win of the weekend, or do you have Smalley and Lambert? So what's going on? They decided to. They just wanted to bowl their friends. They wanted to bowl one game, get it over with. So they're bowling. Small starts with an open, so that's advantage Flora and Kellow.
Yep, but
through
that's
one.
the team that I projected to win. Was,
Do you have the other one?
Right here.
Okay, I was just making sure.
Yep. So we got Brandon Flores stepping up on lane 36, who's bowling phenomenal this
yeah,
weekend.
he's been hot the last 2 or 3 tournaments.
Watch Brandon's shot here. Got the 5 out, little
And
light mixer.
He's also bowling with an injured finger.
Yeah, so Tony's on absolute fire today as well.
He had a 300 today, right?
Huh?
He had a 300 today, didn't
Yes, 300.
he? And 278s.
If you can, tap that share button. So like I was saying, the original format, these guys decided they want to do their thing on the end. Hey, look, they vote for it. I'm okay with it. It was best 2 out of 3. This is the final match. Roy looking for 10. Bang, 10 back for Roy. Tony and Dave asked them if they wanted to bowl one match. They agreed. They're all buddies. They've known each other forever. And they agreed, so that's what they're doing. So this is one match, winner take all. Right now, the advantage team lane 36 with Flora. They got front 3. Smalls open in the first. Lambert with a spare.
And Jeremy, if you want to do an interview at all, down there you can. If not, it's no big deal.
That's up to them.
You can just run down there.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll
Brandon-
see. Brandon might want to talk.
Yeah, he might want to step in the booth.
He might want to go home. I don't know. He's been bowling a lot this weekend.
I know I want to go home. I got homework to do. I got a 2.5 hour movie after.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Tony just bombs an 8-pin.
That was a tough 8-pin right there. Brandon with the spare. In a Baker's match, you don't want to get behind too far.
Yeah, 'cause these guys
We started
strike,
today at
strike,
about
strike.
10. It's going a little longer than we thought. It's only 6 hours. We're not doing too bad. We had a little bit of a confusion on one of the stepladder matches where they thought they had to give lane courtesy. They thought they had to do 2 and 1, and it took quite a while. I let them know they didn't have to do that. As Bakers, you can bowl your game, and then they sped up and we're rolling now. So it's just sometimes things happen. They just didn't know, and it took a little longer than normal.
What did Roy shoot today in his 6? What, like 1,500?
Let's check.
I know he shot. Yeah, 299 too last game.
Yeah, Roy Kellow today,
actually
his scores
killed
were
it.
213, 266, 245, 247, 239, 299, 1509. Brandon had 215, 276, 215, 246, 254, 269 for 1475 with a 2984 total, leading the field by over 100.
And really good bowling.
They had a pretty good day. Brandon with a light 7 here. Lets Tony back in the
Yeah,
match
lets him back
after
in the
that
match,
last
he
shot where he
doubles up.
stoned an 8-pin.
Double
So
gets
it
him.
looks like off the sheet right now we could get give you a
Flora then for 259
59 max for Flora and
and 249 for Lambert.
249 max. So it's still a one-shot
Yeah,
match.
they got a bowl.
Big shot for Smalls right here. Smalls is hooking the lane today.
Yeah, he's been throwing the ball really good
Another
today.
dimension from Dave Smalley. Dave Smalley's my kind of guy. He likes to get right up 5 and 10 and just put it in
a little
there.
bit of hand in
But
it.
right now he's playing the lane, so that puts them right back in the match after starting off slow. Roy stepping up, looking for 10 of them.
Yeah, Roy
Nice
has
shot.
been absolutely on fire
Nice
today.
shot.
Throwing the ball
He
great.
took to Brandon. He said, "Give me a little help, kid."
He's been perfect.
You look at Brandon and tell him, "Give me a little help," while Tony steps up looking for. Man, absolute
just
bomb.
straight 10 back.
I'll tell you what, if he can get to the 10th frame, they're going to have to bring it to beat him because his only miss was a stone 8 pin.
Yeah. Still throws the ball.
Been bowling
really, really
great
well.
all day. Tony bowled a 300 today. One of
300
three.
to what, 278, 279?
He bowled well. Big shot for Brandon right here. You don't want to give them a. All right, Brandon looks at Roy and says, "There's your help."
Yeah. Big 9th frame here.
So this is a big shot. If Small strikes right here, it's going to put a big 10th
There it
frame.
is.
Tell you what, Tony's stepping up with a ton of confidence. But right now, Roy strikes right here. They're still in the lead.
He pretty much needs a strike here, I think.
Big shot right here. Looking for all of them. 10 back.
Absolutely
So here's the
perfect.
scenario. Tony's going to step up. If they double, they got to strike out more than likely. Brandon needs a double to shut them out, depending on what Tony does. Tony's looking for 10. I told you he's not gonna
Brandon
miss.
has to have the first one.
I mean, he's stoned an 8 pin.
Has to have the first one.
Well, he might have to have first two, depending on what Tony does.
Yeah.
Got to at least have the first one.
It's pretty much got to match him 10 pin difference.
No. Brandon.
That puts him
Oh, wow. Oh, the shot of the match. Wow.
Look, it's so bad. It's still registered 9.
It's not over yet.
It registered 9 on the score.
It's not over yet. So if Brandon throws 9, if Tony strikes out and they 9 spare, they could, I think, lose.
He has to have this.
Big shot for Tony. He pulled it.
Yeah,
All right, that's going to do it.
I think it's going to be the match.
Tony said, "Give it a second." Wow, what a shot from Brandon. That looked like he got, what was that, a 6 pin?
It was a 6.
Rolled
yeah,
a 6
slow roll
pin.
to the 6.
So that's going to do it for the match. However, if Brandon and Roy would like to sit in for a minute.
But that's enough to get him the win.
Finals is going to be 237 to 245.
Yeah.
Brandon rolls his 6 pin for his 3rd win of the
A
weekend.
very slow six pin.
That was the shot of the weekend. That's one that if you're probably not his best friend, you're probably not as excited for him.
Great bowling by 2 really good teams.
Absolutely. We'll get a second to see if Brandon and Roy want to sit in. They might be tired. It's been a long day. While they're waiting, I'm going to give a shout out to Storm Bowling for supporting our tournaments. Miss Kim Brown, who does a heck of a job helping myself. Executive bowl staff, Jason, for letting us run these tournaments here. All the bowlers that come out and support the events. Without the bowlers, we wouldn't have anything. So I definitely appreciate each and every person that bowls. Anyone who sends me a message after the tournament's over thanking us, we appreciate it. We work hard to put on a good show. It's a lot more work than you think. Do they want to?
Yeah, I'm going to step out because I think he
Okay.
wants to come in.
Okay. If they want to, we can chat for a minute.
Thanks to another good tournament.
Yeah. Yeah.
Common
So
tournaments.
Brandon and Roy's going to. You want to step in for a minute? All right. Brandon and Roy's going to join us for a minute. We're going to have a quick shout with Roy and Brandon while we're waiting on.
I was thinking an interview down there, but it's up to you.
It's all right. We'll just do it. We'll just do it right here. We'll just do it right here real quick. All right. So
Against you in the court of law.
You can put this one on. You won't really.
No, I'm micing them up.
Oh,
I'm glad it wasn't mic'd up for the whole match.
we almost did. We almost did.
You could have.
How you doing, Roy?
Doing pretty good.
I heard you tell Brandon, and I think the 6th frame. Can I get some help here?
Yeah. Well, he started this morning telling me he's going to sweep me all 6 games, so he's been pushing me all day, which helped motivate me a little bit.
I got the scores here. It looks like you all 3-3. You got series though, so that matters. 15:09.
That does not matter.
15:09.
There's no I in team.
It's bragging rights.
I think we need to go back and talk about the first pitch in the 10th.
I'd rather be lucky than good. What do you want from me?
So that's 3 wins this weekend for Brandon. It's pretty amazing.
Yes,
I haven't
yes.
won 3 tournaments in my life.
That put a lot of pressure on me from the get-go because that's the first thing he said to me.
Don't let me down.
He says,
No,
I
I
want
said
to
I
have a
want to
clean
sweep the weekend.
That you
Or the
did.
holiday weekend, whatever you want to call it.
You guys have any body you need to thank? Any shout-outs? Anything about the tournament you liked or disliked?
I like being the 1 seed, so I don't have to bowl the extra 5 games that everybody else did. Because after bowling for, I don't know, 7 hours,
Yeah.
whatever it was, I'm tired.
I
So
told
can
him.
only imagine what the seniors feel like. But
Yeah. That's another aspect. 50 and over. What do you think? Too many games? You good? You ready to go?
No, I like it.
Most of these seniors here can bowl as much as younger.
Yeah.
They might lose ball speed, but I don't think it affects the senior bowlers. It actually makes me better since I bowl less games.
Yeah.
It's my practice time pretty much.
Yeah. Another thing I noticed about the seniors is you guys want to bowl scratch. These guys don't want handicap. It doesn't matter if they average 195. They want to bowl scratch. That's not something you find in the open division.
Well, you're going back to the old school type thing. You know, that's why the entries turn out so well in senior tournaments. They're there for see if they can compete against some of the best senior bowlers in the state of Kentucky.
Absolutely. So how many Kentucky Opens have you won?
Won 2 of the rare ones and 2 of the seniors.
Look at that. What about you, Brandon? You got any yet?
I have second.
He's got some seconds, he
I finished
says.
second last year.
Second.
He's a young puppy. I think.
Yeah, he's going to get there. Brandon's throwing the ball really good right now. Anybody you need to thank? Any ball sponsors? Any of that good stuff?
All of them. Obviously, you have every guy from Brunswick brands. You have the 7 brands. And then Vice and Wolf and Kulik and all those guys.
The only one I need to thank is Mike Flora for listening to what I need for bowling balls and laying them out.
That's it.
But another thing about your tournament, though, I like the 16 qualifying set. Because even though, we started out with 430 or whatever.
Right.
420, 430 or something, but
We just caught the
It
bad
just-
pair. So
right, it gives you time to make up for a bad pair.
Yeah.
Or, like the rack on 4950, it wasn't the best.
Right.
It's hard to strike on it. So
Way to go, Mick.
that's one thing about the 16 qualifying I do like versus 3 or 4.
Yeah, so that was a topic of our discussion when I first created this tournament. Me and Joe Gronfeld talked about this. And Joe told me that I believe is it St. Louis is where they have? I'm not 100%, but he was telling me about the format. He's like, look, we bowl 6 games. They get 100 people, 100 teams. We take the top 3 stepladder. That's it. I like that idea, but unfortunately, when people are paying their money, I was worried about not enough teams.
I definitely think we would lose teams taking top 3 only.
Yeah,
just the thought of it, if you are still paying, let's say 14 spots
sure.
like today.
We were still going to pay.
Just the thought of for the championship set. So
It gives them extra games to bowl. They feel like
Yeah.
they can compete
Uh,
against some of the better teams.
Right. So the 6 games, my thought was this behind it was, yeah, we might only take 5 or 6 teams or whatever. We ended up taking 10 for the little bonus round. But let's just say we took 5. You got 6 games to get there. It wasn't like you had 3. You had a bad game. You could earn your way back in there, which obviously you all bowled 568 game 6. So if you were anywhere around the number, you that's a pretty solid game. 269.
Yeah, I blame him for quitting that game.
Yeah, 269, 299 just curious, going into game 6, where were you guys at?
we actually took the lead over game 5 or
Okay,
4.
okay.
Sorry.
So you just padded the stats a
we
little
just-
bit.
yeah.
The only thing that I was worried about today was the added the little bonus round. My thought process behind that was gives you a chance to get there. At the same time, you can up your payouts. You can. I think it was a $200 difference from 5th to 6th to 10th, roughly. So
I didn't see any payouts besides.
they're on the board back there.
I I didn't walk by and study it or whatever.
But yeah, the bonus round, what do you guys think about that? Was it too much or?
I think the bonus round is actually really good because you're taking one spot, right? Well, you're taking
Sure.
the top 10, but only
Sure.
5s or 10s goal. Dropping scores there allows everybody to actually have a shot at making that Stepladder spot.
It's kind of bad for the guy that's fifth already, though.
Yes.
Let's say if fifth was 150 pins above. Sixth.
Yes, which I think
it could go either way.
I want to say that actually that really wasn't an issue because
The scores were pretty bunched.
fifth was 27.88, sixth was 86, 82, 79, 73. So pretty much everybody, the only team that was down would have been Zimmer. They had 58. They were 30 pins back.
So that's not
So
bad.
realistically, it was pretty fair. Nobody got penalized. I would say maybe the fifth seed, because sometimes top 5 step ladder, we
Right.
did 4 today, so that might be a little salty. But
Maybe next time you can only take the top 2 to the odd max step.
yeah, and that's kind of how we did
Give
the
you something
trio.
on both 4.
Yeah. But I definitely think this was a successful tournament. To my knowledge, there was no complaining at all. I didn't hear any.
No.
And I'm pretty honest, when people complain,
With my experience, the senior bowlers, they're probably the greatest ones not complaining. They're just happy to be here.
Yeah, it was an absolute pleasure having the over guys here today, and to see how the teams came about and who bowled with who, and how everybody kind of picked up on partners. And
It also lets the younger generation that's still getting there bowl with people that they don't.
yeah,
know they can bowl
because
with.
you were a baby when Roy was winning Kentucky Opens, or was he born? Wasn't even born yet.
Wasn't even born yet. My first 2, no, he was not born. He probably wasn't even thought yet.
Yes, Brandon and Roy did win today. So that being said, if these guys don't have anything else to say, I definitely appreciate y'all bowling and congratulations. We'll get their picture. We'll get it posted. Brandon 3 wins this weekend. Pretty incredible. And another thing I'll say real quick, because I texted Brandon this a couple days ago. It has nothing to do with our tournament. But there was a situation where there was a pin that fell down in another tournament, and some people thought it fell, some people didn't, and it happened to be my sister. And I messaged Brandon, and I said, Brandon, according to my sister, Brandon said, it fell, I saw it, I changed it. And Brandon was bowling against her. And I told him that was very classy. He could have took the other way around. I didn't see it, vice versa, whatever happened. But I did thank Brandon for that, and I hope he knows that we respect him for that. I think he knows where I stand with him. And Roy's the best. They're going to absolutely kill the senior stuff. So if you haven't checked out Roy and Alicia, you definitely need to. Do I say that right? Is Alicia? Alicia.
What's the
They
name
are
of
going to
your
run the
New event is the Kentucky Senior All-Stars.
the Kentucky Senior All-Stars. So Roy and Alicia, right, are going to take over that, and they are going to have a great following. And if I can tell you right now, you're not going to have any issues with payouts. You're not going to have the transparency to be off the charts.
Well, between 3 tournaments, we're going to have 6 different sponsors. 4 for the major tournament. Brunswick jumped on board. Mike Wolf.
Awesome.
So we've got great sponsors this year to get us off and running.
Yeah, and something that I like to do, and people, it might be overkill at times, but I put a lot of work into what I do. I do a lot of ball raffles. We do fundraisers. We do all kinds of things to make the prize, to everything, like the early birds. A lot of things like that. Roy and them put on a senior no tap to raise money for their bowlers that they don't have to do. And I believe you all make about what?
It probably allows us to add $7,000 to $8,000 extra to the prize fund.
And they absolutely do that on their own. No one makes them do it. No one asks them to do it. That's how much pride they have in their tournaments. So if you're a senior and you're not checking out their tournaments, you're missing out. They're going to absolutely kill it this year. So I'll be sharing their stuff on my page. So if you're seniors 50 and over,
yes,
seniors is 50 and over. So if, other than that, I think I pretty much.
The next 50-50 tournament.
The next 50-50 tournament. I'll tell you what, we'll get some feedback after today.
Not in December, though. You guys
No. December's too busy. Unfortunately, there's something every weekend. I would say I think we could definitely do it again. Maybe a couple months, maybe 6 months down the road, something like that. Check with you, make sure y'all don't have anything.
March is busy.
March and February.
Early part of February is busy.
Yeah.
Last part of February might not be.
Yeah, probably April-ish, May maybe. probably.
Yeah, I
Let
believe-
them get their stuff out of the way because they got a big. They do a senior King of the Hill right now too. That's pretty
Yeah.
big. So
My tournament will be April 7th, King Hills the following Sunday for the 14th of April.
yeah, so it's pretty busy. They're pretty busy. And another thing I want to squeeze back in at some point, which I've tried, was the triple threat.
That one's fun.
We had a female, a senior, and a open, and that was an absolute blast.
That's also another event that allows us to bowl. Like I bowl with him and my mom.
Right, right.
That's just something that you're not normally going to see like walking into a trios event or
Right.
something. It just lets you bowl with different people.
It's just very hard because we lost the bowling center. A lot of people don't think that's a big deal, but it's a huge deal. Everybody who was booked there pretty much came here, or Kim Bowl or Dixie Bowl or wherever, and we now are. With that being said, you can't have a tournament on a Saturday pretty much anywhere now. So now we've kind of bumped everything to a Sunday, so everybody's on the same day. So now to be respectful, you want to push everything out. So finding a date right now is a very challenging issue, especially when you're trying to respect people and not be like, oh, I'm just going to take your day and there's nothing you can do about it. That's not going to happen. But yeah, so I think Zachary's ready to go after a long day. I think Roy's ready to go. Brandon, I appreciate you guys.
Absolutely. Thanks for running it.
Absolutely.
I don't remember his name.
Zachary.
But he
Roy,
always does a
as
good job,
always. Thank you guys for joining. Thanks, Roy, for your all's interview. And I'll get their picture, and we'll see you guys next time.